Tonight, unfortunately, I'm gonna be sleeping in Japan's lowest rated capsule hotel. I've never slept in a capsule hotel in my life, and I thought, why not start off with a bang and sleep in literally the worst rated capsule hotel in Tokyo. Like, I kid you not, I went to booking.com, sort by lowest. This is the first one that came up. So before I even go to this place, I need to figure out, why is it a 1-star and why is it rated so low? And obviously the best way to do that is to check the reviews. Ugly and expensive. Fan/air extractors were uncleaned. Floor dirty. Showers not often cleaned per the customer volume. The elevator is very scary. What does that even mean? I'm kind of worried. What's wrong with this elevator and why is it scary? The title of this review is just cheap, which honestly I agree. Trust me, the price of this place is insane, but I'm not going to share it with you yet. I feel like it's better for me to show the place, find out why it is so bad, and then I want you in the comment section to guess how much I paid for this thing. And then at the end, I'll reveal how much I actually did pay. Place was disgusting. Like, please, just rip up those gross stained carpets and replace. Another thing that I've seen in the reviews as well is that it's loud. Like, everyone talks about these fans and aircon that's loud, and then obviously because it is capsules, you're surrounded by other people. But this guy that said it's cheap has said that he stayed in 12 capsule hotels now, and this one was the worst. This place is just for locals, not for travelers. The woman at the reception was not pleasant. Answered my questions with irritation. The elevator does not work, so it's scary or it doesn't work. This elevator seems to be causing a lot of problems. Really cold air conditioning, don't understand why. It is winter in Japan right now, and it is like kind of freezing. We've been running the heater in here because it has been so cold, so I really hope they're not going to be running the aircon in this place. The worst hostel ever. Rude and not polite. I wouldn't recommend to anyone. There's a recurring thing here with the staff being apparently rude. So I guess we're going to find out how bad they actually are. This person says, very dirty. I found food of a previous guest in the bed. That is disgusting. I really hope that's a lie. Well, that's just great. Apparently horrible staff, dirty, some sort of scary elevator situation, which I don't really understand, but I guess we'll find out once we're there. But yes, if I'm totally honest with you guys, I don't believe anything I see on the internet. These people's experiences aren't going to define mine, so I need to experience it myself. Obviously, I'm going to keep in mind what these people said was negative about this place, but I need to experience it myself before I can agree that this is Tokyo's lowest rated capsule hotel. Anyways, let's get packed. Since that guy said it was so cold in there, I got my beanie, I got some warm tracksuit pants. Well, it made sense to me to shower before I went, because according to the reviews, this place is dirty. So I don't know if it really makes sense, but I don't want to be dirty in dirty. I'm trying to make it that I'm as prepared as possible for this. I'm borrowing Liv's sleep mask with like little speakers in it, so they could be having a party around me and I'm not going to be able to hear them. According to the reviews, my only real concern now is the staff and the apparent scary elevator, which I can't understand, but hopefully I have everything I need to make it through the lowest rated capsule hotel in Tokyo. Me personally, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I know people are always like super dramatic in the reviews if they don't like it, but the only way we're ever going to know if those reviews were true is to stay there. It's now time to leave my Airbnb. One second. Just one last lay before I go. I'm going to miss you, bed. Although I have one thing to look forward to before sleeping in this absolutely awful, apparently, place. We're going to get dinner at a restaurant that I feel is very in theme with the YouTube channel and my usual content, and I think you guys are going to like it. We totally don't have anything like it in Australia, so let's go. Okay, so the place that we're going to for dinner tonight is a camping themed restaurant. Obviously I do a lot of camping videos on my channel, so I figured what better place to go for dinner than a literal camping restaurant. It's pretty self-explanatory, but you'll see what I mean when I get there. Tonight we're going to be making our own dinner in this camp restaurant. Oh, let's cook up. We got some nuts. We're going to be cooking popcorn first. And then we've got a selection of like sausages, meat, vegetables that we're going to be smoking. This place is so cool. We've had the choice between hickory or cherry wood chips for the smoke, and we went with hickory. This part of the meal is called Smoky Mountain, but we don't actually know what the food is like at all. Even looking at it, we have no idea. Yum. Everything was like so good, but whatever this, I'm pretty sure it's like a salmon chowder or something. Kind of weird, but it was like super smoky. S'mores. What did you think of dinner?
It was a really fun experience.
That it was. Now I'm about to go have a not fun experience. But first, goodbye. See you tomorrow. Well, I've definitely never been to a restaurant like that in my entire life. So that was a fun experience, but now it's time to head to our accommodation. I know that one of the reviews, the person had trouble finding it. And then another review said that because they came late or something, the person at reception was really angry at them. So I'm very close to past my check-in time, and I also hope I'm going to be able to find it. According to maps, I'm close now, but nothing's really standing out. Please don't be upset at me, reception person. Now, I haven't actually been to this area of Tokyo before. It's all kind of new to me. So I don't know if this is like the dodgy area or what, but the fact that the accommodation is this cheap, it kind of has me questioning it. Although these accommodations are usually used for like tourists that are like trying to do Japan on a budget, Japanese homeless also use these sorts of accommodation. I actually follow another YouTuber who's currently homeless, and his main form of accommodation is Japanese internet cafes, which I'm going to do a video on that as well. But these forms of accommodation are like the cheapest that you can get in Japan. So obviously if you were homeless, this is going to be the option that you go for. I'm pretty sure I'm almost here. I think we're here. But yeah, the whole reception area was filled with washing machines and then just photos of travelers that looked like they were taken in 2001. When I first got there was literally no one. So I was waiting around and then people started to line up behind me. I did make a mistake though, because I can't read Japanese. There was a sign on the desk saying call this number if you're waiting.
Mr. May I ask you, do you have a reservation by booking.com?
Yes.
We're still in one night.
Yes.
Thank you. 9th floor, okay?
Yep.
And your room number is 901A. A is upper room, okay?
Okay.
Our elevator only upstairs, 8th floor.
Okay.
So from 8th floor to 9th floor, please
That's okay. That's all right.
Thank you for your cooperation.
The 9th floor doesn't exist. Someone said the elevator's broken and scary. It's not that bad. Also, I wouldn't consider that broken. It's just the floor is not physically there. I don't know why the fuck that guy was scared of this. I'm curious what the rooftop of this place is like. My initial reaction to the capsule was it's quite cozy. Pillows obviously like super thin, but I didn't expect much. I also wanted to see how thin the mattress was, and that's when I was greeted by whatever the fuck this is. Well, this is our home for the night. There's some dude is snoring over there loud as fuck. Also, just my luck, I'm right next to the bathroom, literally right next to it. So that's probably gonna be loud. The mattress is pretty thin. Also, what the hell? A lot of questionable gunk. That low-key does look like blood. Maybe that dude's review was right. The locker space that each capsule has is actually really good. The pillow is like super thin, but this is gonna be fine. I've slept on worse. After questioning my life decisions for a bit, I decided I wanted to check out the bathroom, the eating hall, and the rooftop area. I don't know why, but there was just a heap of this construction tape in the bathroom. Obviously, they don't want people to use those things. Also, not gonna lie, it really badly smelled like pee in here. Like, bad. It did have a vending machine though, so that's kind of cool, and then just these industrial looking sinks. But yeah, now I wanted to head up and check out the rooftop. This is kind of nice. Got that rooftop balcony. Come up here, have a cig. Scrap metal. Get some shit. This is crazy. Honestly, this is insane. It may be like super run down and old, but I don't feel unsafe. Also, the views are super nice. But yeah, this entire building is literally falling apart. But I'm pretty sure on the 3rd floor is the common room, so we're gonna go check that out. Actually super surprised because that place is busy. As I was walking out, again, there was like a lineup of like at least 7 people, and even when I was checking in myself, it was super busy. But before I go see the common room or eating hall or whatever, I figured we should probably get something to eat. So yeah, we're basically just gonna walk until we find a convenience store. Literally all I'm doing is walking straight until I come across a convenience store. Basically everyone that's been to Japan knows how good the convenience stores are. Now I'm probably gonna have to do voiceovers at certain parts because you do have to be super quiet in there. There's people literally asleep all around me. And even though the place is like super run down and low rated or whatever, for some people that is literally all they can afford and the only spot they can sleep. I'm very fortunate that I'm staying somewhere like that just for the sake of a video, but for some people that's their reality every night. So I want to be as respectful as possible. I'm trying to not film others, and I just want to make sure I'm staying respectful to anyone there. So most likely I'm going to be doing voiceovers while I'm actually in there. That was unexpected. We actually found a grocery store before we found a convenience store. Selection of treats isn't looking too good here, to be honest. No luck. I'm after a cream puff, to be specific. It's a cool guy. We need a Lawson, Family Mart, or 7-Eleven. All these people working out, and here I am looking for a fucking cream puff. Okay, but according to maps, there is a Lawson down here somewhere. Okay, and I randomly just came across a 7-Eleven as well, so we have 2 possible stores that I can obtain a cream puff. Fingers crossed. No good. Okay, if this Lawson doesn't have it, I give up and I'll settle for something shit. Well, not shit, because literally everything is good in these convenience stores, but something that's just not as good as a cream puff. I did probably mention it in the voiceover already, but in the actual capsules like room, it's so hot. So that dude that said it was freezing, I don't know what he's talking about, because shit's like a sauna. Beautiful. I'm feeling confident with this one. Sometimes they have better drinks in the vending machines, so we'll find one on the way home. Okay, perfect, and just next door. I'm gonna switch it up today. I usually get a Coke, but great fan of. It's like an old Ford camper, E450. I'm curious what year that is. I don't even know what this is. Looks cool though, random color. I'm just walking back to the accommodation now, but one of the things I like the most about Japan, I could literally just walk the streets and be entertained like always. Also, I just found another vehicle that I absolutely love, and they have heaps of them here. I also have no idea what this is called, but it's like a 3-wheeled trike. And then obviously it's got that little like tray at the back. Old Honda of some sort. I don't know the name of it, but super cool. I'd love to get one of them and then like take it off-roading and do like a camping video on it. The eating room was actually pretty nice. It was super simple. There was just some table and chairs and then some vending machines and garbage bins. But yeah, not really much to say about it. It's just a super simple room, but it was nice. Before I went to bed, I wanted to check out the shower room on the 8th floor. I still can't understand why that guy was so fucking scared. Again, there was just like garbage on the floor and parts of the bathroom are literally falling apart. The shower itself, I didn't think looked that bad. Obviously, it's just used a lot and you can see it, but I wouldn't say that it was dirty at all. Also, the doorstop being tape and what looked like coasters was just crazy to me. I saw the don't sit on the shower faucet part and I thought someone was doing some sick stuff, but it was just the location was actually convenient to sit on. To never return. I just survived Japan's lowest rated capsule hotel. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on the ratings and how it was sleeping there. But first, I need food. I'm gonna be meeting up with Liv in Shinjuku City. So the spot that we're going to in Shinjuku City is kind of like a run-down area. There's a lot of older buildings, abandoned apartment complexes, stuff like that. I guess you'd say it's more of like a run-down part of town. And then also we're gonna be going to the Korean part of town. So basically there's a strip where it's all Korean stores, random but K-pop stores, and we're gonna be getting a Korean breakfast. I actually cannot wait for these. I also grabbed the toothbrush on the way out because usually the hotels have like a little mini toothpaste in there, but no good. So first mission is to go and get some toothpaste and brush my teeth. I just found such a cool van. I'm not sure if this is like a sleeper van or like a food truck, but cool. The old Honda CBX 250 is being abandoned here. I wonder how long it's been sitting there for. It's cool. It's like the Bozo fucking whatever it's called. Bozo Zoku kind of decals. Shit's got moss growing on me. Lovely.
And what?
Where you from?
Australia.
Huh?
Australia.
Australia.
Korean pancake taste test. So good. We love these. I always thought honey and cheese was such a weird combo, but after having these the last time I came to Japan, literally so good. Oh. Yiggions. Liv literally just screamed behind me. I know I've said before in videos how Liv hates toads. I don't think he's well. So we're walking around at what looks like just a really old apartment complex. It just seems super run down. We've just come across one and you can see through there all the windows are cracked and it looks like it's possibly been like demolished on the inside. And then there's a couple up there. I don't know if you can see the one, but it looks like it may be an extreme hoarder. Like that balcony is completely full to the brim, right to the edge. There's literally trash hanging out over the side. One thing about Japan and Tokyo in specific is there's a lot of extremely new, updated stuff, but then there's also the areas that look like they haven't changed literally since like the 80s or 70s. These apartment complexes, I'm gonna say, are probably from like the 80s or 70s, but yeah, some parts just look super run down, and this is definitely one of them. I was just about to say how some parts of Shinjuku City are like super run down and old, but then you also have the extreme stuff like that, like people driving around in Lamborghinis and then just like insane buildings, high rises. It's really a mix of everything here. So as you can see, like off to my left, there's a lot of like newer apartment complexes, and then just across from the apartment buildings, it seems as if they've knocked down one of the apartment buildings and then there's just like a totally abandoned swimming pool. Basically just on its own. I'm sure that maybe back in the day, once these buildings were built, this park and obviously the swimming pool may have been like super popular, but just over time, people move into the newer buildings, into the newer areas, and then places like this, people still do live here, but and over time, gradually people have moved away from these older buildings. Something that you'll notice when coming to Japan is there's literally water bottles like on the ground, on people's vehicles. And when I first saw it, I thought they were using it as like some sort of weight. But as you can see here, we've got scooter, dirt bike. Everyone's got like full water bottles on like their motorcycles. And it had me and Liv wondering like, what was the point of this? Basically, the reason that they do it is the reflection of the sun or whatever will hit the water bottles, and apparently it's to deter like street animals from like going near it, which is super random and not what I expected. But basically that's why you see like the full water bottles on like people's bikes and stuff, is because they're trying to stop like a street cat or something, or some sort of animal from hopping on their bike. I see these scooters like everywhere. They're super cool looking, but obviously this one's just been left abandoned. It looks so random. And then we've obviously got one of those Honda trikes that I was talking about yesterday. That's one thing that I said to Liv before, because obviously I like especially older vehicles so much. So when I see like an old bike like that kind of just sitting there rotting, it makes me feel sad, and like I just wish I could take it as my own, because I'd prefer to have it rather than seeing it there just absolutely rotting. But yeah, it's just super common in Japan. Look, another one just left to rot. It's a Fusion. Looks like an 80s style bike. Check the lights. Ducati. Because this is the Korean part of town, there's like a whole bunch of like K-pop themed restaurants, cafes, K-pop merch stores, and then occasionally when you're walking around you'll see like literal up and coming or people that are trying to start like a K-pop band themselves. K-pop, J-pop, or maybe it could be J-pop, but we're in the Korean part of town, so I just assume K-pop. But yeah, those guys then just were handing out like flyers for their music. Literally super random, but it's just what happens here. Also, since when did Hummer make bikes? If anyone's a viewer from the USA, can you let me know if Hummer has bikes in America? Because the only Hummer I know is like the car, the vehicle. I'm very glad to be back at the Airbnb. So I'm going to be brutally honest with the review of this Capsule hotel. This is by far one of the worst places I've ever stayed, but I feel like a lot of people were being dramatic in the reviews. So first let me go over what was awful, and then I'll go over what actually wasn't that bad. The building is falling apart. Like, genuinely, I don't think this building has had any renovations at all since it was built, and it is a high use building. Like, the wear and tear on it is crazy. Everything's like taped up with this like construction tape. Carpets are literally demolished. Showers are just being used so much, so everything was just like discolored. And one of the reviews was actually really right, because there's like 9 floors of like 15 capsules, and this place was booked out. So for the amount of people, the times it's being cleaned or whatever is definitely not enough. Like, the bins were overflowing. Yes, there was food, or I hope it was food, in my bed. And overall, it was just really dirty. The actual linen and pillow and stuff was fine, but yeah, the mattress was gross. Now the staff, honestly, I found the staff to be super polite. He was apologizing. He was just some sweet old guy, and he was nice. I liked him. I saw some people in the reviews saying, oh, they don't make your beds, or they don't do this. And it's like, guys, this place was $19 for a night. Literally $19. Like cheaper than going out and getting a meal. And it's a literal like shelter bed. You've got access to a shower, bathroom, fresh linen. Like, it is worth it, 100%. Then again, I can understand why people have given this place so many low ratings, because it is just bad. Even like the rooftop area that you may have seen, it was rusting, there was trash on it. It's just really old and has not been updated like at all. Will I be staying at Japan's lowest rated capsule hotel again? Probably not. But I can understand why people do. Now, if you guys did enjoy watching me go and stay in like weird accommodations, I'm in Japan for 3 months, so I have a heap of videos planned for while I'm here. If you did enjoy it, make sure to drop a like. Let me know down in the comment section like what other accommodations you want to see me stay at, or just any kind of adventure you'd like to see me do in Japan. Now, I'm at like 800 subscribers right now, and I'm getting so close to 1,000. So if you did enjoy the video, subscribe. I'm definitely going to be putting out more stuff that hopefully you'll enjoy, so a subscription would mean a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. Not in that capsule hotel.